Hi, and welcome back. Please turn to page 243 of your Canadian Electrical Code. We are going to discuss 26656, arc fault protection of branch circuits for dwelling units. Very important rule. Changes were made in roughly 2015 regarding AFCI protection. So let's get going on this. So, arc fault protection of branch circuits for dwelling units shall meet the following requirements. So, each branch circuit supplying 125 volt receptacles rated 20 amps or less shall be protected by a combination type arc fault circuit interrupter, except for branch circuits supplying receptacles installed in accordance with Subrule 1 and 2. First of all, I'm just going to go back a little bit on this. So notice that this rule talks about receptacles. So I know many of you are, work in the residential sector, but what this actually means is most likely you'll be splitting all the receptacles from all the lighting. So receptacles will be tied to strictly receptacles, and lighting will be on their own circuit. Mainly because of the cost of these devices, you don't want to be using more than you have to. Also with the overcurrent device, they actually take up a full breaker space. In other words, they're not the half size, they're the full size. So you'll actually eat up a lot of panel board space if you install all AFCIs. Now, let's take a look about the following exemptions. So once again, we said each branch circuit supplying receptacles rated 20 amps or less shall be protected by a combination type AFCI, except for branch circuits supplying receptacles in accordance with 26720F, provided that no other receptacles are connected to the circuits, or this rule right here, 26724 D, I, II, IV, and V. So do me a favor. I'm going to give you a hint here. So write this down. There are 6 exemptions that you don't have to AFCI. The first one, 26720 Subrule F, is bathroom and washroom receptacle. So write bathroom and washroom right next to that rule. Next, 26720 D, I, 3, 5, and 4. They talk about the refrigerator, the kitchen counter, the island in a kitchen, the peninsula, and the sump pump. So there's a total of 6 items. Write this down, 6 items you do not arc fault. Bathroom, washroom, that's 1. The refrigerator, you don't do. The kitchen island, the peninsula, and the sump. Now you might say, what about the vacuum system? Yes, you have to arc fault it. What about the outdoor receptacle? You have to arc fault it. What about the freezer? You have to arc fault it. Does it match one of the 6? That's where we're going with this. Okay. Next, this one right here. A single receptacle for a sump pump, where the receptacle is labeled in a conspicuous, legible, and permanent manner, identifying it as a sump pump. So go back to section 0 and see the definition of receptacles. Remember, there's a single receptacle, a duplex, and a split. So here in the code is where it talks about a single receptacle. And last but not least, item 2 here, the branch circuit does not supply any other receptacle. So you can have a read at that. Subrule 2. Forget about what we read in Subrule 1, notwithstanding. The entire branch circuit need not be provided with arc fault protection where an outlet branch circuit interrupter type AFCI is installed at the first outlet on the branch circuit, and the wiring method for that portion of the branch circuit between the branch circuit overcurrent device and the first outlet consists of metal raceway, armored cable, or non-metallic conduit or tubing. So for example, you could skip installing a combination type AFCI circuit breaker, but you would have to run armored cable or metal raceway to the first device. Sub-row 3 is very important. I'm just going to scroll up to sub-row 3 here so you can see it a little clearer. Where one or more 125 volt receptacle rated 20 amps or less are added to an existing branch circuit that is not provided with arc fault protection as required by this rule, the entire branch circuit need not be provided with arc fault protection where an outlet branch circuit type AFCI circuit interrupter is installed at the first added receptacle to the existing circuit. So what that's saying is if I want to extend a receptacle from this point and add another one over here, that first receptacle has to be AFCI protected, but the existing wiring upstream does not have to be. All right, so that concludes 26656. Please remember these 6 items here. Anything outside these 6 items do have to be AFCI protected. Take care, we'll talk to you soon.